God, I loved it. I loved everything. I loved absolutely everything.
Hey guys, until somebody picks me up to sponsor me like a VPN or whatever, this video is sponsored by me. That's my merchandise, bunch of stuff, whatever. Links in the description down below. Enjoy the video.
I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to leave a review at. So I'm just going to do it on here. Okay. I stayed up kind of late last night because I binge watched the new Punky Brewster series that they did on Peacock. I was in the bath and I was looking for just, I don't know, some bullshit to watch. Just wanted to relax or whatever. And I was on YouTube and I don't know what the hell I was watching. Who knows? Usually it's a bunch of memes and crap and whatever. And anyways, and I saw a commercial for, sorry, I hit the remote. It's not a remote, it's a fucking mic. Anyways, I saw a commercial for a Punky Brewster series, right? And I'm like, wait, what? Because I grew up watching Punky Brewster, and I found on YouTube a playlist that has like the Punky Brewster cartoon series, which, I mean, every Saturday morning I would watch that, and I didn't realize that the episodes were so short. Back then, I mean, if you'd have asked me, I'd have been like, no, they're like, half hour. No, they're like 6 minutes. I loved Punky. And the way they did this series, like, I binged the whole thing. I watched the whole season, the whole one season that's on there, right? And the way they did it, it completely captured the feel of the 80s sitcom. WandaVision, when they did the 80s, like the look of it, the feel of it, yeah, they nailed it too. But this was just so satisfying to watch. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. There was some cheesy corniness in it. They do have very liberal aspects to it. So for those of you that maybe don't like that, just letting you know. But I want to say that they handled it extremely well. It wasn't like in your face. So for those of you who don't like LGBTQ aspects, I don't know if that's the right thing. For those of you who don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, because they handled it so beautifully. It wasn't in your face. It was just like, yeah, that's totally normal life. I don't know how else to explain that. I loved the way that they did it. It was so natural. It wasn't forced. It didn't feel like an agenda, the way that other different forms of different shows and just whatever. It didn't feel anything like that. It felt exactly like I was watching Punky Brewster, like all over again. All of the feelings were there, and to see her grown up, and to see her with her own family, and to see Cherry, how she's grown up, and she was in the episodes. I don't think I have cried so much over just a show as much as I did. I was literally crying like happy tears and really sad tears, and I was just feeling everything, and I was laughing so loud, and it was just so beautiful. And the episodes, they're only about 25 minutes or so, roughly. And just to see Punky all grown up, to see many callbacks to the original episode, and to see that she is just she's just Punky all grown up. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I grew up watching this. If she's 36, you know what, Soleil Moon Frye, you go, just whatever, go ahead, because I thought we were like the same age. I'm 41. I gotta Google that and find out how old she is. Anyways, all I'm saying is, look, if you are a person who grew up in the 80s watching Punky Brewster, Peacock is free. It's a free app. I can't get it to play on my TV, I think because my TV's Samsung, I think. But I think like the living room TV could play it. I think Peacock can stream on like Roku and some other stuff. I don't have Roku, so I have to watch it on my phone, and it uses the cell phone data. So I don't know if that's anything important for you guys to know that. But for those of you who absolutely love Punky Brewster, who, like me, I mean, I identified with Punky very much so. God, I loved it. I loved everything. I loved absolutely everything. The kids were great. The storyline is really, really nicely thought out. Everything felt very natural. Daniel's adorable. And Hannah, the daughter, like, it just, like, Punky, she just reminds me of, like, yeah, that's exactly it. So those of us that were growing up in the 80s, who were born in like the late 70s, yeah, that's kind of how we are. Like how she and her ex-husband Travis, how they are. Yeah, that's it. Where like you have like the older kid who is now kind of like an adult. My middle daughter, yeah, she's very serious. Well, hell, even my youngest daughter, she's very, it just seems relatable. It's just like, it just feels, I'm losing my train of thought here. All I'm saying is, look, if you have time, go download the Peacock app. Which is also, they also have all of the Harry Potter movies on there for free, and I don't think there's commercials in the Harry Potter movies. I didn't notice. I started to watch Sorcerer's Stone last night, but it was already pretty late, and I was like, okay, I should probably go to sleep. So I didn't finish watching it, but like at the bottom, you can see if there's like commercials, those little dots. Now in the Punky Brewster ones, there's 10 episodes. And I think like the first episode has one commercial, and then after that is like 2 or 3 each one. Again, totally felt like a total 80s experience. And I for the nostalgia alone, and then just to see how everything has just progressed, and to see how it's, I guess how some things get resolved, is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And Cherry's storyline, loved it. I loved it. That probably, there's only maybe 1 or 2 other things in the whole season that made me cry as much. But with Cherry's, it was like, yes. And they even mention her fear of refrigerators. And I'm like, of course. I still remember that, and it still scars me. And like, I mean, I live on a farm, so we've kept all of our dead refrigerators, and I've collected refrigerators from people so I can use them as planter beds. But I didn't store them with like the doors like locked on, because of that story. Like, it just, anyways, yeah, I just needed to get this out before I go and like start doing my chores outside, because it's roughly treat time. Hay doesn't come until later. Husband throws hay in the morning. I throw hay in the afternoon. Who cares? Anyways, you need to go watch it if you love Punky, and I do. And it was great. Okay,